The hypocrisy of populist pundits. How Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones, and Elon Musk undermine workers while aligning with elite power. Introduction. Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones have long positioned themselves as firebrands of populist rhetoric, claiming to fight for the common man against the elite. Elon Musk, with his public disdain for worker unions and government regulations, has become an unlikely hero among right-wing populists. Yet, a closer examination reveals that their words and actions often betray the very people they claim to champion. Despite their anti-elite posturing, their silence on critical issues, selective outrage, and alignment with elite figures expose a troubling hypocrisy that ultimately leaves workers, immigrants, and marginalized communities to fend for themselves. The convenient silence on Brian Thompson, the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, in December 2024, was a shocking event that sparked widespread discourse about corporate greed and systemic failures in the healthcare industry. Figures like Carlson and Jones, who claimed to champion the grievances of the working class, had an opportunity to confront these issues head-on. Instead, their silence spoke volumes. These men, who frequently stoke rage against elites, conveniently avoided addressing the implications of this high-profile assassination. Why? Likely because it disrupts their carefully crafted narratives. Their selective outrage reveals their unwillingness to challenge their alliances with powerful figures like Elon Musk and Donald Trump, or the economic systems that perpetuate inequality. Aligning with the elite they decry despite their anti-elite rhetoric, Carlson, Jones, and Musk have repeatedly demonstrated complicity with the very systems they criticize. Tucker Carlson's hypocrisy. Carlson often rails against coastal elites, yet his own net worth, estimated at $50 million, places him firmly within the upper echelons of wealth. While he demonizes immigrants and scapegoats marginalized communities, he avoids meaningful discussions about corporate corruption or labor exploitation. Alex Jones's contradictions. Jones, whose net worth has been estimated as high as $270 million prior to court judgments for defamation lawsuits, profits from fearmongering rather than addressing systemic issues workers face. His silence on the healthcare CEO's murder is emblematic of his selective outrage. Elon Musk's exploitation. Musk's staggering net worth of $434.9 billion solidifies his position as the wealthiest individual globally. Musk has consistently employed anti-union rhetoric, and Tesla factories have been fined for labor violations, highlighting his disregard for worker rights. Weaponizing workers while ignoring their rights, these figures exploit workers' frustrations, using them as pawns in broader cultural battles, while neglecting the structural barriers that perpetuate inequality. Anti-union stances. Carlson and Musk have both publicly undermined unions. Musk's Tesla factories have faced labor violations, and Carlson frequently portrays unions as corrupt or unnecessary, despite their critical role in safeguarding worker rights. Immigrant demonization. Carlson and Jones often peddle anti-immigrant rhetoric, portraying immigrants as job stealers. This divisive language distracts from economic reforms that could benefit all workers, including immigrants, who form a significant portion of the U.S. labor force. Redirecting anger. These pundits amplify outrage over cultural issues, diverting attention from declining wages, disappearing benefits, and unsafe working conditions. By doing so, they reinforce a system where the real culprits behind workers' struggles remain unchallenged. Oxymorons in their rhetoric, their contradictions, are evident in the following ways. Anti-elite elitists. While railing against elites, they themselves embody elite privilege. Populist millionaires and billionaires. Their wealth and influence starkly contrast with their self-proclaimed advocacy for the common man. Free speech suppressors. By spreading misinformation, they undermine the public discourse necessary for genuine free speech and democratic debate. Alignments with elite power, their actions further illustrate the disconnect between their populist personas and their elite affiliations. Elon Musk. Musk has donated hundreds of millions of dollars to political causes, including $200 million to a super PAC supporting Donald Trump. He also serves as co-head of the Department of Government Efficiency, a position cementing his ties to elite political structures. Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones. Their collaboration amplifies each other's platforms, consolidating influence within media spheres aligned with far-right ideologies. A call for accountability, the hypocrisy of Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones, and Elon Musk must not go unchecked. Their populist façade hides a deeper alignment with elite power that ultimately undermines workers and marginalized communities. What needs to be done? Expose the contradictions. Highlight the disparity between their rhetoric and their actions, such as Musk's union-busting tactics and Carlson's immigrant scapegoating. Support genuine advocates. Workers and immigrants need real allies who prioritize labor rights, workers' compensation reforms, and fair treatment for all. Demand transparency. Call out their selective outrage and hold them accountable for profiting from workers' frustrations while ignoring systemic issues. Conclusion: the silence of Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones, and Elon Musk on events like Brian Thompson's murder reveals a disturbing truth. Their populist posturing is merely a facade. They stoke rage against the elite, while aligning themselves with elite interests, leaving workers and immigrants as collateral damage in their pursuit of influence and power. It is imperative to dismantle their narratives, expose their contradictions, and fight for a truly just and equitable society that serves the needs of all, not just the privileged few.